Today we are doing a sequence for an open mind and an open heart as we reach the middle of July, starting to feel pretty hot, and maybe you're feeling that internally, and just noticing how you're feeling here by starting at the center of your mat and taking a deep breath in through your nose. As you exhale, sighing out through your mouth, and taking another deep breath in through your nose. And on your next exhale, as you sigh out, maybe softening your gaze or closing your eyes. Beginning to notice how you're breathing here. Beginning to notice how you're feeling in your body. Staying grounded through your sit bones here. And inhaling, lifting from that space, all the way up your spine, through the back of your head, through the crown, to that space right above your head. And exhaling, following that line back down, letting your breath fall over your body like a waterfall and meeting back there at center. Finding that space, grounding through your sit bones, noticing your core, inhaling, lifting from that central point, feeling your breath expanding your body through your lungs, up through the back of your neck. Inhale for a little more, lifting your crown. And exhaling, just letting that breath wash over you. Letting your shoulders relax away from your face. Grounding through your seat. Your hands rest heavy where they're at. And breathing here at your own pace. Returning to that natural breath. And notice as you inhale, you're expanding here through all sides of your ribs, expanding through the front, expanding through the back, expanding upwards, inwards, and all around. And as you exhale, softening, letting your breath soften the features of your face, your shoulders, finding some ease here in your torso, and letting gravity ground you into your mat. Noticing how you're breathing, and maybe setting an intention for your practice today. Maybe considering that openness, that expansion through your heart, or maybe your mind. Finding something that resonates here with you. whether you need ease, softness, maybe just a sense of relaxation. Breathing that into your heart center and all the way down into your core as you exhale. Taking a few more rounds of breath here. Breathing in your intention, settling that intention into your body. And just noticing how you're feeling in this moment before your practice. And on your next inhale, reaching your arms up over your head, reaching your fingertips up towards the sky. As you exhale, bringing your hands together and lowering them down to heart center. Gently bowing your head to your hands. Taking another deep breath in through your nose. And as you exhale, gently lowering your hands down to your legs and fluttering open your eyes here. Feeling free to keep your eyes closed or keeping a gentle gaze. But coming into some neck rolls, gently dropping your head forward. Bringing one ear to one shoulder and slowly back around. Chin up towards the sky, dropping your head back to where your other ear meets the other shoulder. And dropping your chin back forward and moving through that circle. Drawing a circle here with your chin. Moving slowly here. Feeling every slight movement. Breathing into any tension. And just noticing how it feels. Start waking up your body. And as you meet back in center, chin drops down towards your chest and taking it in that opposite direction. Opposite ear to opposite shoulder. Bringing your chin gently up and slowly around. Noticing any subtle differences between each side. And just allowing those differences to exist. Not changing anything. Just noticing. And meeting back in center here, chin drop down towards chest. As you inhale, lifting your gaze up towards the sky, rolling your shoulders back, lifting up your heart, gaze goes up towards the sky, and exhaling, rounding through your spine, tucking your chin in towards your chest, letting your hands press on your legs here as you press your spine back. And inhaling, finding that lift once more. Moving through your spine one vertebrae at a time. Lifting your chin up last. Your gaze follows up. Your shoulders round back. And exhaling, rounding, chin coming in first. Spine slowly rounds back. Shoulders round forward. Pressing your palms into your legs. Inhaling Fully starting from that bottom point, lifting up through your spine, shoulders roll back, chin lifts up, gaze goes up towards the sky. And exhaling, rounding back once more. Shoulders roll back, pressing your spine back, breathing into your core. On your next inhale, just gently coming back towards center here, coming into that neutral spine. And as you exhale, letting your shoulders fall away from your face. Taking a few breaths here at center, inhaling from that central point in your belly, lifting up through your heart, through the top of your head, and exhaling, sighing all the air out from your body, releasing any tension here. Then as you're ready, gently rolling over into a tabletop pose, pressing both your hands here into your mat, knees beneath your hips, grounding all 10 fingertips into your mat. As you inhale, dropping your belly, rolling your shoulders back, lifting your gaze for your cow pose. Exhaling, rounding through your spine for your cat, tucking your tailbone here last, chin touches your chest. Inhaling, dropping your belly for your cow pose, lifting your gaze, rolling your shoulders back. Exhaling, rounding for your cat. Moving with ease here and following your breath. As you inhale, pressing your belly down towards the earth, lifting your heart up. And as you exhale, rounding through your spine, tucking your tailbone and letting your head hang heavy. Moving at your own pace, following your own breath. And noticing how your body reacts to moving with your breath. Taking another round of breath here at your own pace. And as you're ready, meeting back at center in that tabletop pose, pressing the ground away, finding that space between your shoulder blades, breathing into your back ribs, and untucking your toes here, pressing your heels back, and lifting your hips up for your downward facing dog. Keeping a generous bend here in your knees as you press your hips up and back, keeping that length here from your hips all the way through your wrists, and pressing the ground away still, noticing that length in your spine. Keeping the generous bend here in your knees and maybe starting to pedal out your feet, reaching one heel down at a time, but keeping that length here in your upper body and noticing that subtle lengthening here through the back of your legs. Keeping an awareness on your breath and looking through your hands here and just slowly walking your way towards the top of your mat. Inhaling, halfway lift once you reach the top, and exhaling, forward fold. Letting your upper body rest heavy here over your legs, grounding through both your feet. Maybe reaching for both your elbows here, letting your upper body sway from side to side. Or wherever you're at, staying grounded here through both your feet, still keeping a generous bend here in your knees, and lengthening through your upper body, releasing any tension in your neck. Your head hangs heavy towards the earth. Maybe nodding your head yes, shaking your head no. Maybe continuing that gentle sway here in your upper body. As you're ready, gently releasing your hands back down towards the earth, grounding through both your feet, and inhaling, slowly rising up one vertebrae at a time. Shoulders roll back, Meeting here in Tadasana. Fingertips stay reaching down towards the earth. Shoulders stay rolled back, keeping the slightest bend in your knees and grounding through both your feet. Noticing this strength here at center. Grounding through all four corners of your feet here, spreading all 10 toes. Keeping that gentle bend here in your knees to not hyperextend your legs. Keeping your tailbone tucked as you breathe into your core. Expanding through your ribs with each breath. Reaching your fingertips down towards the earth. And keeping that length here through the back of your neck, through the crown of your head. And noticing that strength here in your Tadasana, your mountain. Noticing that support within you. Through every corner of your body. And inhaling, reaching your fingertips up towards the sky. Hands come to touch. And exhaling, your hands come down to heart center. Inhaling, reaching your fingertips up towards the sky. And exhaling, hinging at your hips as you fall down for a forward fold. Inhaling, halfway lift, finding length. As you exhale, planting your hands, stepping or jumping back into a plank, and lowering all the way down to your mat. Landing here on your belly, pressing the tops of your feet here into your mat. Grounding through all 10 fingertips here. Rolling your shoulders down your back, sending your elbows towards the back of your mat, pressing through the tops of your feet, and inhaling, gently lifting up. Your gaze goes forward, shoulders stay rolling back, letting your hips become heavy here into your mat. Coming into this like cobra, breathing deeply, inhaling fully here. Exhaling, lowering down, resting your forehead on your mat. Taking a breath here at center. Then once more, pressing through the tops of your feet, feeling your legs engage, pressing all 10 fingertips here into your mat, rolling your shoulders down your back, gently lifting your forehead off your mat here, looking slightly about 3 inches before your mat. Taking a deep breath in, exhaling out, settling your core here into the earth. And on your next inhale, pressing yourself up into your upward facing dog. Rolling your shoulders back, gaze lifts up towards the sky, lifting your thighs off the mat, noticing that strength here, pressing through the tops of your feet. Inhaling once more, and as you exhale, sending your hips back for your downward facing dog. Pressing through all 10 fingertips here, keeping your hips up and back, and maybe keeping those knees still slightly bent. Bringing in awareness back to your breath, noticing how you're feeling. Looking through your hands once more, gently walking your way towards the top of your mat. Inhaling, halfway lift, finding length. And exhaling, forward fold. Breathing here for a few rounds of breath. Letting your upper body rest heavy. Reaching your crown of your head down towards the earth. And maybe finding a little sway here in your upper body. Grounding through both your feet. Keeping your hips up and back, and letting your chest rest heavy into your legs. Grounding through both your feet, releasing your hands back down towards your mat. Inhaling, rising up, 1 vertebrae at a time. And meeting here in your Tadasana, rolling your shoulders back, fingertips reach down towards the earth. Finding that stability at center. For inhaling, lifting your fingertips up towards the sky. Hands come to touch, and exhaling your hands down towards heart center. Inhaling, lifting up here, meeting your hands to touch, but here interlacing your fingertips, keeping your pointer finger pointing up towards the sky, rolling your shoulders down your back, finding the strength here at center, grounding through both your feet, keeping that slight bend here in your knees, breathing into your core, keeping your tailbone tucked, and inhaling, lifting through those fingertips, finding length in your spine. Exhaling, grounding through your feet, but still keeping that length, rooting down as you rise up. And inhaling, lifting up towards the sky and starting to open up your heart, taking your fingertips towards the back of your mat, gently pressing your hips forward for a back bend here. Keeping an awareness on your breath. Inhaling, gently rising back up towards center. Exhaling, forward fold. Letting your upper body rest heavy here for a moment, keeping that length here through your back body, grounding through both your feet, keeping that generous bend here in your knees, and letting your chest rest heavy into your legs. And inhaling, halfway lift. As you exhale, planting your hands, stepping or jumping back into that plank and lowering all the way down. On your inhale, coming into your cobra or your upward facing dog here, noticing what feels good. Then exhaling, leaning back in your downward facing dog. Still pressing the ground away, keeping your hips up and back, maybe pedaling out your feet here at center. Reconnecting with your breath. Maybe coming back to your intention. Then inhaling, your right leg rises up towards the sky. Exhaling, bringing that foot all the way through your hands. Gently lowering down that back knee here as you inhale, rising for a low lunge. Keeping your hips squared off towards the front, whether you're reaching your fingertips up towards the sky, or maybe just landing your hands here on your hips. Making sure your hips stay squared off towards the front of your mat. Shoulders face the same way your hips do. Grounding through that front foot and breathing into your core. As you breathe into your core here, inhaling, finding lift through your spine. Inhaling, reaching your fingertips up towards the sky. And exhaling, hinging your hips back for a half splits. Toes come up towards the sky, grounding your heel here into your mat. Maybe your hands laying here on some blocks. Maybe all the way down on your mat. Or maybe just letting your hands rest here on your hips. Grounding through that heel, keeping your toes pointing up towards the sky and breathing into any tension. Noticing that subtle challenge. And noticing where you can ease up a little bit more. And on your next inhale, grounding through that front foot. Exhaling, grounding your hands here into the mat. Pressing that left hand here next to that right foot. And inhaling, your right fingertips reach up towards the sky as you twist towards your leg. Twisting here. Letting your shoulders stack over one another. Maybe settling here into your hips, getting into a deeper stretch. And reaching your right fingertips towards that back of your mat. Thumb still faces up towards the sky. Giving yourself a little thumbs up here before lifting up that back foot for a quad stretch. Maybe that's feeling like a little bit too much. And just reaching those fingertips towards that back wall. Noticing what you need today. Easing up where you can. And inhaling, reaching your fingertips up towards the sky. Exhaling, dropping your right hand down towards your mat. Untucking your left toes, lifting your knee up. And inhaling, bringing that left foot up to meet the right. Halfway lift at the top of your mat before exhaling, letting go for your forward fold. letting yourself be here in this forward fold, reaching the crown of your head down towards the earth, noticing that length through your spine. And grounding through both your feet as you inhale, rising up, one vertebra at a time, rolling your shoulders back for Tadasana. Grounding here at center, and inhaling, reaching your fingertips up, hands come to touch, exhaling back down towards heart center. Inhaling, reaching your arms up once more, exhaling, forward fold. Inhaling, halfway lift, and as you exhale, either flowing through your vinyasa, lowering towards your mat, inhaling into your back bend, exhaling for your downward facing dog. Or next time, maybe just meeting in your downward facing dog. Taking what feels good here. Maybe bending one knee at a time. Noticing any subtle differences between that right and left side. And inhaling, your left leg rises up. Exhaling, bringing that foot all the way through your hands. Gently lowering down that back knee, finding stability here as you rise up. Rising up with your hands here on your hips, making sure your hips stay squared off, or reaching through your fingertips. Wherever you're at, breathing into that center, noticing that lift in your heart. Inhaling, reaching your fingertips up. And as you exhale, hinging your hips back for your half splits. Hands land on some blocks, your mat, or maybe still just stay on your hips. But keeping your left toes pointing up towards the sky, grounding through that heel. Noticing that length through the back of your leg, and breathing into that tension. Maybe this side feels a little more difficult than the last. Just acknowledging that, letting go of any judgments. And on your next inhale, gently grounding that foot, reaching your fingertips up, and exhale, grounding your hands here into the mat. Grounding that right hand here next to that left foot. Inhaling, your left fingertips reach up towards the sky as you twist towards your leg. Maybe dropping your hips down a little bit more if that feels good, but stacking your shoulders over one another here in this twist. Taking another deep breath in. As you exhale, reaching those left fingertips towards the back of your mat. Thumb still faces up towards the sky, maybe giving yourself a thumbs up here. And as you're here, coming into that quad stretch, whether you're reaching back for your foot, maybe just lifting your foot here. Or if that feels like too much, of course, just gently letting go. Opening up your heart here, rotating that shoulder back. Then inhaling, lifting your fingertips up. Exhaling, dropping your hand back down to your mat. Untucking your back toes, lifting that knee up, grounding through that front foot. Inhaling, that right foot comes up to meet the left. Halfway lift. Exhaling, forward fold. Letting your upper body fold heavy over your legs. Reaching the crown of your head down towards the earth. Breathing here for a moment. Inhaling, rising all the way up, reaching your fingertips up towards the sky. Exhaling, your hands come down towards heart center. Inhaling, lifting up. Exhaling, forward fold, hinging at your hips. Inhaling, halfway lift. And as you exhale here, maybe floating through that vinyasa or just meeting in your downward facing dog. Taking this time for yourself, reconnecting with your breath. And as we meet back in this downward facing dog, inhaling, your right leg rises up. Exhaling, bringing that foot all the way through your hands. Inhaling, rising here at center. Hands come to your hips, squaring your hips off towards the front of your mat. And coming into this crescent lunge, reaching your fingertips up towards the sky. Reaching those fingertips up, letting your shoulders fall away from your ears. Breathing into your core and grounding through that front foot. Noticing that lengthening here through that left front thigh. And inhaling, finding a lift as you exhale, dropping down that back foot for a warrior two. Reaching through both your fingertips here. Finding that expansion through your front body, between both shoulder blades, and then keeping your gaze through those front fingertips. And inhaling, gently rising up here, turning those front toes towards the long edge of your mat, keeping those fingertips expanding towards both sides, noticing that space in your heart. And inhaling, reaching your fingertips up. Exhaling, wide-angled forward fold here. Letting your upper body rest heavy. Keeping that weight here in both sides of your feet. Pressing through the outside edge of both your feet. And reaching your arms down towards the earth. On your next inhale, rising all the way up, hinging here at your hips. Inhaling, reaching your fingertips up towards the sky. And exhaling your hands here towards heart center. Coming here, hands towards heart center and gently releasing your hands. Interlacing your fingertips here behind you. And as you're here, rolling your shoulders down your back, pressing your hips forward, keeping that weight on the outside edge of both your feet. Inhaling, finding lifting your spine. Exhaling, hinging at your hips over for a wide-angled forward fold with a bind here. Noticing the spine, maybe that feels like too much, and just reaching for both your elbows here behind your back. Listening to what feels good in your body. And noticing that opening here through your back body. Through your heart. And through the crown of your head. Releasing any tension through the back of your neck. Noticing that length here. And on your next inhale, slowly rising up. Bringing your gaze up slowly, hinging at your hips, lifting your upper body back up. Gently releasing that grasp here. Hands come back towards heart center. And turning all your toes towards that opposite edge of your mat. So facing the back of your mat here. Left toes point towards the top of your mat. Then your right heel comes off your mat, shifting your hips over for a crescent lunge. Your hands can stay at heart center here, maybe bringing them down to your hips, making sure that your hips stay squared off with the top of your mat. And as you're here, noticing that strength on the other side with your crescent lunge. That shift in perspective towards the back of your mat. Inhaling, reaching your fingertips up towards the sky. Exhaling, grounding down through that back foot, opening up for your warrior two. Keeping that left knee in line with that ankle, reaching through both your fingertips here, and keeping your gaze through that front middle finger. Noticing your breath here in this posture, reaching through both those fingertips, feeling your heart expand through your front and back body. Inhale. exhaling, cartwheeling your hands down towards your mat. Planting your hands down here at your mat. Lifting that left foot up. Inhaling, tripod down dog. And exhaling into a downward facing dog here. Pressing through both your palms, keeping your hips up and back. And just taking a moment to breathe. And inhaling, your left leg rises up. Exhaling, bringing that foot all the way through your hands. Grounding through that back foot. Just crawling your hands towards center here. Pressing through both edges of your feet, meeting in that wide-angled forward fold. Letting your upper body rest heavy once more. Pressing through both edges of your feet here. And inhaling, halfway lift at center. Pressing both your hands here into your mat. If you can't reach your mat, bringing some blocks beneath your hands. Bringing the earth to you. But grounding through all 10 fingertips here at center. And inhaling your right fingertips, reach up for a twist. Twisting in this wide-angled forward fold. Inhaling, reaching those fingertips up and back. Exhaling, threading the needle here, reaching for that opposite foot. Inhaling, rising up at center, reaching your fingertips up towards the sky, pressing your shoulders back. Exhaling, threading your needle, reaching for that opposite foot. Inhaling, reaching up here at center. Pressing your shoulders back. Exhaling, threading your needle. Inhaling once more, reaching up towards the sky. Exhaling, gently landing at center with that right hand. Inhaling, halfway lift. Exhaling, forward fold. Letting your upper body rest heavy here for a moment. Before moving into that opposite side. Inhaling, halfway lift. Exhaling, grounding through all 10 fingers. Grounding through all 5 fingers here in that right hand. As you inhale, your left fingertips reach up towards the sky. Pressing your shoulders back. Inhaling here. Exhaling, threading your needle, reaching for that opposite foot. Inhaling, reaching your fingertips up. Exhaling, reaching for that opposite foot. Inhaling, rising up, reaching towards the sky, pressing your shoulders back. Exhaling, threading one last time. Inhaling, rising up towards center. And exhaling, meeting that left hand back down with the right. Inhaling, halfway lift. Exhaling, forward fold. And inhaling, halfway back at center. As you exhale, crawling your hands towards the top of your mat here. Framing your right foot with both your hands. And inhaling, tripod down dog, sending that right foot up and back. Exhaling, downward facing dog. Meeting in this downward facing dog, pressing the ground away from you, keeping that length through your wrists, all the way down your spine, through your hips. Maybe pedaling out your feet here, or just reaching your heels down towards the mat. And on your next inhale, bringing in all that lightness. And as you exhale, gently lowering down to your knees, onto your mat here, and shifting your weight onto your seat, extending your legs all the way out towards the front. Finding yourself seated here on your mat, grounding through both your sit bones, shifting your weight back, left and right. Keeping your toes pointing up towards the sky, letting your shoulders round down your body, and keeping a generous bend here in your knees. Noticing your spine stacked over your hips here, and inhaling, reaching your fingertips up towards the sky. And as you exhale, folding over your legs, legs for your forward fold. Coming into this seated forward fold. Letting your forehead rest here between your legs. Letting your arms rest heavy by your side. And just noticing that length created through your spine, grounding through your sit bones. Noticing that length. And allowing yourself to take deeper breaths here. Breathing into your lower back. Giving yourself some love. On your next inhale, slowly rising up, one vertebra at a time. And exhaling here at center. Grounding your feet here into your mat as you slowly make your way onto your back. Grounding both your feet, lowering down. Keeping your feet about hips width distance apart. Grounding through every vertebrae here in your spine. Breathing into your core. Keeping your pelvis tucked up towards the sky, grounding your lower back into the mat. And pressing through both your feet here as you inhale, lifting your hips up for a bridge. Grounding your heels here into your mat, feeling like they're dragging towards your body. Lifting your hips, keeping that engagement through your legs, through your core. Grounding through your shoulders, and keeping that length through the back of your neck. Keeping your chin slightly tucked. Inhaling fully. Exhaling, gently lowering back down towards your mat. Heel toeing your feet to be about as wide as your mat here. Inhaling at center. Exhaling, dropping your knees over towards one side. Inhaling, coming up towards center. Exhaling, dropping your knees over towards the other side. Inhale, gently coming towards center. Exhaling towards the opposite side. Moving with your own breath. As you inhale, knees come towards center. And as you exhale, they fall towards the opposite side. Maybe noticing how slow you can go here. Connecting your breath to your movements. Allowing yourself to move with ease. And meeting back at center here. Grounding through both your feet. Heel toeing your feet to be about as wide as your hips. Coming back towards center. Your knees point straight up towards the sky. Grounding through both your heels. And inhaling, lifting your hips up towards the sky. Tucking your pelvis up. Breathing into your core. Letting your arms rest by your body. Maybe pulling at the edges of your mat here. Or tucking your shoulders beneath your body and grasping your hands. But grounding through both those heels, feeling like they're driving back towards your body. Noticing that engagement through your back body here. Noticing your core engaged, keeping you strong. Inhaling fully. Exhaling, gently lowering back down towards your mat. Bringing both your knees into your chest here. Wrapping your arms around, giving yourself a little hug. Maybe rocking around, massaging your lower back. And Gently releasing that hug, giving yourself a little squeeze here before you release. Letting your feet land here on your mat, keeping your feet together and dropping your knees out wide for Supta Baddha Konasana. Your supine bound angle, pressing your feet here into one another, letting your knees fall out wide. If you have some blocks, feeling free to place them beneath your knees for more supportive nature. Or any blankets or pillows that might feel good. Grounding through your shoulders here, letting your arms rest by your side, palms facing up towards the sky, shoulders rolled down and back into your mat, and noticing your heart open. Resting here for Shavasana, or extending your legs out long towards the top of your mat. But keeping a soft gaze or your eyes closed. As you inhale, softening behind your eyes. As you exhale, unclenching your jaw. Noticing your heart open. Allowing yourself to relax. Lengthening your breath here. Maybe bringing your awareness just to that rise and fall of your lungs. Noticing any thoughts arising. Acknowledging them and letting them go. Returning to that rise and fall of your lungs. Returning to the present moment. And returning to yourself. Gently bringing some awareness back into your body. You're taking all the time you need here in Shavasana. Gently wiggling your fingertips. Maybe finding some movement throughout your body. If you're still in that Supta Baddha Konasana, gently closing one leg over, meeting here in your fetal position. Taking a moment to rest here on one of your sides. And inhaling, gently rising up, pushing yourself up here into a comfortable seat. Grounding through your sit bones, keeping that length through your spine. Taking a few breaths together here. Inhaling fully through your nose. Sighing out. Inhaling fully through your nose. Sighing out. And once more, inhaling fully. And sighing out. Inhaling, reaching your arms up over your head, meeting your hands to touch. Exhaling, your hands come towards heart center. Gently bowing your head towards your hands, towards your heart. Thank you for sharing your practice with me today. The light in me honors and respects the light in you. And together we can say Namaste.